Hi everybody, welcome back to another CYT-Crypto episode. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Today we'll be going over the markets just as usual, looking at the Bitcoin chart. I don't know if it's fell down to below 8,600 or not just now, but we'll see in a second. It is touching that door again of 8,600, and it's done it a number of times, and the fear is it's going to drop below that 8,600, and it's where to go after that. That's the kind of big question. And there's a feeling of apathy again just in the markets just now that, oh, here we go again with Bitcoin going down, and we can see in the numbers. It's always a good indication when the number of YouTubers that are putting videos out drops quite significantly, and the number of people coming onto the channels as well drops significantly as well. I'm sure it's just not my channel as well. But that is a good indication of what's happening in the marketplace just now and the sentiment as well. But we're looking at all that as well. If you're in just now, just see if we're live. We're live just now, which is good. We'll jump over to the chat area at the moment and see who's in the house. But if you're kind of watching the chat just now, or you're watching the kind of video just now, and you're in the chat area, just say hi. Just let me know where you're from in the world, and I'll give you a shout out as well. Chris Camus is in the house. Mac Paulin is in. RC the Hawthorns is in. Good day to you. RC, thank you so much for reading. What you're reading just now. You'll know what I'm talking about. I do appreciate that. Gordy Boy is in the house as well. Good to see you back, mate. Okay, so not many people in just now. 12 people in. 12 people in. This Mitch Dieter has just joined us as well. So it's an indication of kind of the sentiment in the marketplace overall just now. Loyal Tangi is back with us. Good to see you back, mate. Okay, so dive into the markets. It could be a quick one today. So we've got an overall market capitalization of 239 billion. We've got Bitcoin dominance of 66%. Cryptocurrencies listed on CoinMarketCap now up to 4,798. Who's the winners and losers? Obviously Bitcoin going down 8,736. That's an aggregated price. That's not the real price at the moment. We'll have a look at that just now. Right, Noah Coin has jumped up 329% on volume of... Is this, cryptocurrencies, it's jumped in the top 100 on volume of 1,119. What is going on there? That is just not right. Well, it is right, but it shouldn't be there. Same with Unicoin as well, 8,045 up 52%. I wouldn't include those two. Sealy is up to 22%. That's a bit different volume, 75 million volume. Crypto.com is up 15% as well, and they've got a news story about them. Chainlink is starting to move up again as well. Basic attention token icon up as well. And there's only about 40% in the green, 60% in the red. Aurora Coin down again, 34%. That's quite a big drop for Aurora. We'll just have a look at that. I'm sure there were big drops yesterday as well. DX token as well, DX chain token down 8%. Bitcoin, Cosmos Energy, Silverway, Nano, Tezos all down as well, but not by that much. But yeah, about 60% in the red. We'll look at BTC value, see if that kind of changes things. Not really, it's about the same ratio there as well. Okay, we'll look at all cryptocurrencies and see who's done well over the last 24 hours. This is all cryptocurrencies on CoinMarketCap, 4,798 of them. Over the last 24 hours, they've traded more than 10,000 in volume. Storium, 50,000 volume, up 1,500%. Put a dollar in, get $15 back. So I did have a market cap of 5 million. Well, it's got a market cap of 5 million just now, but before it must have been, I don't know what, 300,000-400,000 market cap. So Storium up 1,500% over the last 24 hours. So I don't know what's going on there, if that's an anomaly. Golden Pyrex is up 151%, 160,000 volume, market cap of 309,000. Never heard of Golden Pyrex, but that's good volume for a project that size. Dom Raider up 99% on 50,000 volume, 850,000 market cap. Bitball up 73%. What's done good volume, some really good volume. Spin Protocol up 32%, 257,000 volume, but we don't know the market cap. There's nothing really stands out. Block Pass up 24%, 17,000, volume 328. Block Pass I was looking at the other day actually. Looks interesting, so it could be a micro gem. A micro market cap, a micro MC, but a real kind of hidden gem, possibly Block Pass. So look at that. We're going to look at this one, Storium. What's the script there? Going along. Half a minute. So the volume, $400 suddenly goes up to 51,000. Why? Let's see the social. This will tell us if anything's going on. 8 hours ago, massive move. So if you do not own STO, you're missing out massive opportunities. 50k airdrop. I've kept up to date with the social, but I don't know quite why it's jumped up. But it's jumped up 1500%. And what was the other one? Golden Pyrex is up on 150,000 volume. That is up as well. It did jump up before, 1.5 million. So it's jumped up big time before. Why is it jumping up? Is it just to get attention? Social media feeds. November the 2nd. I need to look into that, so I don't know why that's gone up as well. But something strange about that as well. So have a look at that. Okay, we'll jump back to chat, see if anybody else has joined us. Tonis Fernandez Young is in. All good still. Good to see you still making videos. I've only recently returned to crypto and hopefully this round I would have learned from my mistakes. Hopefully you would think, Tony. Bevan Skidmore is in the house. Stephen King has joined us. G-Slick is back with us. Good to see you here. I've got my no coin for free. LOL. Excellent. Tony P is in the house as well. Good to see you back. Okay, we'll look at Crypto Bubbles. What's going on in Crypto Bubbles? This is over the last hour. We'll look at predominantly in the red, I would say. ERC20 down 7.5%. Aurora Coin up 7.3%. So don't know what's happened there. Kind of really up and down just now. But would I say predominantly in the red? Kind of taking a bigger picture. That's just changed just now. Possibly 50-50. Over the last 24 hours. Is it done? Some big green ones there. But still 50-50, I'd say. Fear and Greed Index still leaning towards fearful and being at 41 just now. And the sentiment for Bitcoin is down to 45.26. Same with Ethereum as well, and down to 35.94. Bitcoin Cash is still high. Bitcoin SV is quite high as well. Have a look at a few of the coins that are doing well on the sentiment score. Basic Attention Token, Ambrosis, we've seen was up. Cardano, 81.35, still down at 491 Satoshi for Cardano. ARC is quite high as well. LTO, I was looking at LTO network. Ambrosis could be good as well. I keep forgetting that a lot of the Binance coins are actually under $5 million in market cap. A lot of them are. What else has got good potential? DNT is one of them as well. That scores high in the sentiment. KMD, 104 million, that's not. So there's a few under Kucoin, under $5 million. LTO, I was looking at as a hidden gem, but there's a couple of others there as well. Ambrosis in particular. And that's jumped up already, big time. I think I recommended that 215, it jumped up 140%. Come back down a wee bit, we'll just look at Ambrosis just now. It might be worth getting back into Ambrosis again, but I think it's jumped up over the last couple of days. So 4.4 million market cap. Just look over the last 7 days. It's jumped up again. So what was it, 3.8 million? So I think it was last month I called that and jumped up 100%. It did get to 5.2 million, I think, possibly higher as before that, 5.5 million. So it's done well, so it could jump back up again, but we'll have to look at some of the kind of Binance coins and look at their market cap as well, and just start to look at them again and start to investigate them again. So that's the sentiment. Let's see if anybody else has jumped in. G-Slick VT keeps on signing new partnerships. I don't think it's time to sell yet. Hodl some more. It could be. It could well be. I thought they were going to come down a wee bit more to below the kind of 60 level, maybe 55-ish or something, then go back up again. But it could be that you just hold on to them just now. Good morning, one and all. Marcus Jafari is in the house as well. Okay, look at the Bitcoin chart. Have they fallen? No, it's not fallen. So it keeps on knocking on this door. And this is the door I'm talking about, this 8,600 level. I've done it a couple of times, done it close to here as well. What did it get down to? 8,661. Done it here, so that's twice, three. This is the fourth time that it's knocked on the door of 8,600. When it breaks through that and stays below that for the daily, I fear we're down to 8,100, 200-ish level. I'd probably say the 8,000 level, because that's a psychological barrier as well. And then below that, we're talking about the 7,600. So I'm going to look at something else as well. So BTC USD. So look at the RSI on this. RSI is good at 44.79. If it gets down below 30, obviously it doesn't mean too much because it can drop kind of big time. But it's not that bad at 44.64. We've got the MACD crossing down over there. That kind of crossed down over there about 9,200. Volume is going down as well. So it's not looking good at the moment, but it's bounced back before and surprised us all. But this 8,600 level is big for Bitcoin just now. If it falls below that, we're going much lower, I fear, as well. And I think that's why a lot of people are just getting peed off as well, and they're just disinterested in the markets at the moment. And we thought there was going to be a mini alt season. There kind of has been to a degree, and I still think this is the start of the alt season, but we'll need to wait and see what happens with Bitcoin. Everybody's looking at the Bitcoin price and just feeling that apathy again. You can feel it seeping back into the markets. But yeah, that's what's happening in Bitcoin just now. So we'll probably find out today if it's going to bounce off these levels again. It's done it 5 times before. It might do it again and just keep on pushing up. But there's no indication with regards to volume that is really going to do that. I want to have a look at the backed. So have a look at the back, but I want to see what happened yesterday. Yeah, $5.3 million worth for the backed prices. Not prices, kind of volume for Bitcoin buying. So there's a lot of apathy out there at the moment. It's bouncing a wee bit just now, 8614 and back down to 8602. But this is a close on the daily. So we've still got, this just started. When did this start? I think it's 9 o'clock it starts. Or 8 o'clock. So we'll see if it closes above the 8,600 or not. Okay, what's happening on Binance? TNT is up 19%. As is so often happens, once you get a big rise like this, went up to 1100 and then it comes all the way down. Usually, a lot of the time it bounces off the 50 EMA and goes back up again. So that's a good indicator for you if you're looking at charts. If it rises big time, like it could be like with VET, we'll have a look at VET as well because that's risen quite a lot. Come back down to the 50 EMA and then bounces back up again. So it's bounced off the 50 EMA 36% so far. That's a bounce. We'll look at VeChain just now. Here's that, 73 at the moment, and see what's happened there. No, so it's not. It's still looking at that initial rise just now, so it just keeps on rising just now. So I would imagine in this kind of scenario, what's going to happen here is the VeChain will come back down to bounce off the 7 EMA. So it looks like that's what's going to happen there. But you'll see other instances where it kind of shoots up and kind of comes back down, meets the 50 EMA, and then bounces back up off the 50 EMA. Or usually it does it with the 70 EMA first, and if it goes through that, then you can safely say it's probably going to bounce up the 50 EMA. If it's a genuine, unless it's a pump and dumps are totally different. But if it's a genuine kind of market buy, then that's different. PPT, that's up 10.97% at the moment. Again, we've seen this with PPT, 3,600, went up 121%, come down, back up again, met the 50 EMA, bounced back up again. From the 50 EMA, it's bounced 34%. So you usually get a bounce off the 50 EMA once it's gone up. Lend might be a good one to look at because that's went up recently. Again, that's bouncing off the 7 EMA. You can see all the way up there. Once it comes through the 7 EMA, it probably reaches the 50 EMA, then bounces from there. So that's had a huge kind of rise up. We're talking, what, 374% for Lend. And that was only on 16th of September. Same might happen with VT. Have to watch out for VT. That might go up 300-400% from where it is just now. Link is starting to move again as well, which is brilliant. 35,398. Probably going to break its all-time high very soon, it looks like, and possibly keep on going as well. So again, this has had the big rise up, bouncing off the 50 EMA there, around about the 28,000, 27, 28,000 level. So another kind of case for that bounce off the 50 EMA. If you want me to look at any charts, let me know, and I'll look at some charts and do the TA, but pretty much we've got a couple of pages in the green on Binance certainly, and so that's what's happening in Binance just now. We'll go to Kucoin just now, see what's happening in Kucoin. Kucoin CRO is up 17% just now. What's the volume on that? Not much volume, 1 Bitcoin worth, so it's not much to speak about. MAP, we looked at yesterday, it's only 4.4 Bitcoin worth of volume. It's just came onto the market obviously. Kick is up 50%, meaning on 0.05 volume, so there's not much point looking at. BANKEX, what's the volume on BANKEX? 2.5 Bitcoin worth, but it's up 24%. This is a good jump for BANKEX. And that's in BTC value obviously. And not much else to speak about there. I'm just wondering what, I'll just get rid of these. So UTK, I want to look at that. It's up 5%. There's some good news out as well. I'm liking the look of UTK. I've spoken about that before. I spoke about quite a while ago below 200 for UTK, but they jumped up to about 228, came back down again, so it might be a good time to get them. We'll look at the daily on that actually. Yeah, 292 it got up to. In fact, I think there's a big spike up there as well. It might be a good time to look at UTK. I'm liking the look of that as well. I've been speaking about that for the last couple of months. So, BTC, how's that doing? That's another one I'd love to put a lot of money into. So, where is that just now? With regards to market cap, 2.6 million. That's going to be big, I think. DAG, where are they just now? 15.5 million. It come down a wee bit. 205 Bitcoin worth. OLT, we looked at yesterday, one ledger, that was doing well. 109 Satoshi. I think that could be a good one as well. So there's lots of them on Kucoin, but you just have to spread your kind of buys on them. And don't try and buy them all at once. That's a big mistake, especially on Kucoin because the liquidity is quite low on that. But these are the ones that could make you thousands and thousands of dollars. The low cap coins, but it has to be a good project that you're buying. So you really have to do your research on it. And even then, it might still go down. So it's better to spread your risk. If you've got $1,000, buy 10 with $100 each. If you've got $10,000, buy 10 with $1,000 each, and just store it away for a year or two and just see what happens with them. We've seen what happened with DAG. A lot of people spoke about that before. It kind of really jumped up. So with DAG, we're seeing 1.1 million. It's below 1 million. It's now went up 15x. So if you put kind of $1,000 into that, you've got $15,000 back. If you sell just now, I still think we've got another 10x or at least possibly 100x for DAG in the next couple of years. But yeah, it could be a really good one. So this is why we buy these, but we have to spread the risk, as we've seen with kind of likes of BACS and BAB and stuff like that. If you spread the risk, then you're not going to have all your eggs in one basket. It's kind of what happened to me as well. Not all the eggs in one basket, but I had a lot of money in it. So that's why it's worth spreading the risk and put more and more each month. So if you can afford to put maybe $100 in each month, spread it and just put $10 into each kind of hidden gem that you've got into each of the 10. But I'll definitely spread it. 5 at least, I would say. Honest Crypto Journey is in house. Good morning to you. Good to see you here, mate. Subchia Engov is in. G-Slick, every time this market feels dead, it pumps in FOMO again. I know. We'll see. It's down below that 8,600. So we might see a big drop. Was it gone down to 8,555? So this could be a real drop. It needs to bounce from here. Rowan Rocker is in. Which coin would you rather hold if your life depended on it? Digitex or BAB long term? If my life depended on it, Digitex are closer to bringing out a product that could possibly make them billions of dollars, millions of dollars at least, and it's looking okay. BAB have got an app, so it'd be Digitex. Honest Crypto Journey, personally the inaction of BTC suits just now. It suits me just now as well, actually. And the transfer of one personal pension to an ATL SIP, so I can invest in BTC ETN. It's taken ages to sort out. Ideally, I'll get in before BTC rallies. I've got another one. I put a big one in the other week and it's all went through. I've got it. I managed to get Bitcoin in the ETN at 8,300 or something, which is good. But I've got another one that I'm transferring the last of my kind of small pensions or smaller pensions into it as well, and that's going to take about 4 weeks because it's not on the kind of list. I have to do all the paperwork, sign it, and just to say I want to send it over. So I'm just phoning them up every couple of days. That's what I'm doing, Stuart. I don't know if that helps, but I keep pushing it. The last one took about 3-4 weeks to go through, but that was me pushing it every 3 or 4 days. I was phoning them up. What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Eventually it went through. Chris Camus, can you look at Ruby on Kucoin, please? Ruby, never heard of that at all. 891,000 volume, that's brilliant volume. Just in October. So what's Ruby? It doesn't tell you on it. Received 2 main sponsors, prizes from Scale Networking Tours. Congratulations to Ruby developers. Right, Ruby. 5.4 million total supply. Circulating supply, we don't know. Volume is huge. Well, for a coin that's just come on. It's at 50 Satoshi at the moment. So Ruby, we have... we need to go to the 15 minutes, I would imagine. We'll go to the hourly at least. You can't really do much TA on that. It's just come in round about the 50 level. 80 level came in, it's down a wee bit, but I don't know the circulating supply. So if we go to CoinGecko, is good for having a circulating supply. Yeah, they don't have the circulating supply either. So the thing to do when I'm looking for the circulating supply is I usually go into, so we'll go into chat area, and we'll go open in Telegram, and then we'll go to search circulating supply. What's second for supply? Right, so that's on a medium, and this is kind of digging you have to do. Right, what's the circuit? At the moment, Ruby tokens are not in free circulation. There were no listings yet, and private investors are big players and they play long. Plus, tokens have a lockup period. The total number of tokens produced will be 5.4 billion. 54% of the tokens will be allocated for sale and distributed among investors. So you're talking about 2.7 billion. 15% will be distributed among the founders, 10% will be allocated to the reward pool, 10% will add a reserve fund, 4%. So you could say that in circulating supply, you probably got about 2.7 billion. So then we have to look at the price times that 2,700,000,000. So there we have a market cap of 11,807,100. So there is a market cap 11 million. So that's Ruby. I know that's a bit convoluted to try and get to a rough estimation of the actual market cap, but you have to look at that. Well, I do look at it. It's a big thing to look at. So that's Ruby. Never heard of them. I don't even know what they do yet. I need to have a quick look. The investment world we are disrupting in Ruby is a blockchain-based investment platform, uses AI and transparent statistics in order to help people make smart investments, some from $10. So it's a DeFi project, which is in a sexy place, with high threshold real estate, ambitious startups, investment funds, IPO stocks, blah, blah, blah. So it could be worth looking at this one. Ruby. Might be worth a wee look. Where are we? You can look at Ruby. Spend. SPND as one I was kind of looked at ages ago. So we'll look at this one. Where is it? Must be charts. Charts. Look at this one. Right. SPND. I'll go to, that's on Coin Paprika. Sometimes they're wrong. We were saying that the other day. So just now 29 Satoshi, 17. In fact, I'm going to go to SPND and we'll look on CoinMarketCap. See if that's any different. Yeah, it is different. So it did go up all the way up to kind of 79 there and come all the way down again. But it did cross over on the daily, around about 39, went up to 79, came back down. So Spend is one I was looking at as well, and I compared it with MCO, and with a much lower market cap, and it did kind of shoot up from 17 actually, and it went up about 360% when I was talking about it, but I didn't get in myself. But hopefully some of you got in when I was talking about it. And been holding LRC for a while. What's your view? Much data? I can only do the TA point of view. Bitcoin is 8569. So I'm going to do TA on LRC. LRC BTC. Loop ring. So on the 4 hourly, we're just kind of dancing on the 50 EMA. On a daily, where are we on a daily? It's just going sideways at the moment. Volume is not really there. Volume is kind of low just now. We've got the RSI of about 50. We've got a crossover on the MACD, which is good to see the crossover. So we're kind of going sideways. We have been since, or it has been since really beginning of August, just going sideways. So this could just shoot up one day. If we see an analogy here, or kind of similar pattern here. So from the 18th of November 2018 to the 14th of January 2019, it was doing nothing, and then it just suddenly jumped up around 200%. So it's got a history of doing that. So it could be the same again with loop ring. If you've held it this long, then it doesn't look as if it's in dire straits at the moment, but I'll probably keep on holding it just now. EGCC. What is it, EGCC? Engine. Coin Paprika. Right, so this is the only one I've got to go on. This is BTC. Probably better. So another one we don't have the market cap, 33,000 volume. It has been as high as 51 Satoshi, now 4 Satoshi, so 12x from where it is. Operate, so it's not got EGC, so don't know too much about it. It doesn't look brilliant from a technical analysis point of view. Down below on the daily, probably just coming up. So 5 Satoshi just now, so just going between, so probably better looking at on the ETH value. Ethereum. So 228 Gwei. It doesn't look that good, but big jump up. 448%, so come right down again. I don't know if that was a pump and dump. However, if you're into pump and dumps, to make some money, you can look at patterns here. You can see a pattern here, 7th of April, and then we've got 21st of August. So it could be due another pump here. So it might be worth getting into for the pump. Set your stops around about, I would say, 1,000 for a 380% gain. So it could be worth, I don't know, putting a couple $100 in that, just keeping a hold of it and putting a stop sell order in round about the 1,000 level. I'd say 997. You're still going to get a good 300%, so it might be worth doing that. But for investing, I don't know anything about it at all. Bernard Ronald is in the house. Good morning to you. Gene Light One Crushed. Hot views, please. I'm still bullish on hot. We'll just look at the order book. Still want to look at the order books, even though sometimes it doesn't really mean anything at all. But I want to do that anyway. So we've got 2 to 1 roughly between 11 and 12. So 1.2 billion to buy 11 Satoshi and 679 million to sell at 12 Satoshi. And this was doing well. It was down to about, I think, just under 500 million. And I thought it was going to jump up to 12, 13. But this is a slightly longer term hold. I'd still say I kind of recommended it, I think it was 2 days ago, 2-3 days ago. And usually it's within 10 days. But keep an eye on the order books. Hopefully you managed to get in for 11 Satoshi when you got in, and that means you could sell it and you've not lost anything just now. So at this, the order books start to come up where it's at 12 kind of Satoshi, that number gets higher and this number gets lower. That's when to possibly think about selling and maybe just going back in at a later date. So it depends on the markets overall. And if Bitcoin is coming down overall, it might be that the alts come down with it. If it goes down big time Bitcoin, I'm talking about. So still looking okay just now, still looking relatively healthy for hot just now. I'm still in it myself. That's the trade I'm in just now. I'm only doing one trade at a time just now and going all in on that particular trade. So hot is the one I'm in. Managed to get in at 11 Satoshi, so I could sell it for and not be at a loss, which is an ideal scenario you want to be in. So just now I'm still in it. Still looks okay. The order books look okay, but that can change. There's a snap of a finger, so it could really change. Mervyn Skidmore saying knock knock. Somebody's going to say who's there. Honest Crypto Journey, I'm the same. Mine takes longer though because it was over 30,000. I had to go through an FCA approved financial advisor so that it could take his 3% and lengthen the process by months. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. That's strange because I put in 55 and I didn't have to go through an FCA person, which is weird. I just had to sign a bit of paper, say yeah, you know what you're doing, blah blah blah. Well, that was it. I don't know why they made you go through the FCA approved kind of financial advisor. Are you staking any coins for daily rewards? Yes, Kong Truong, that is. Hope I pronounced your name right. Staking just now Wink tokens. In fact, I don't know if you know how to do this, but I'm just going to show you because I've not done it this morning. First time I've missed it. So TRX market. So I've got Wink tokens I'm staking just now. So basically I'm just holding them and I've frozen them so they can obviously make money on them. So I've got 421 back yesterday. So this is what I've got for staking. So 421, we'll just work out how many that is. So TRX, just now Tron, so that is worth that much. And we'll times that by 421 and tell you exactly how much that is. $8.23, that's what I got back yesterday. And I'm pretty much getting that every day. Sometimes it's about $20, I've had $50 before, but I'm pretty much getting, it's usually about $600-700 per day, which is about $12, but that's what I've got for today. And what I do is just buy Wink tokens with that and just keep on staking it. So buy and go to, you always want to leave a couple of TRX. So 421, I'll go to 2, 46,000, I'll buy that. And then I'll go to Wink. This is the TRX market. It's actually a good marketplace. It's just for the Wink tokens I buy it for, but it looks like a good marketplace. Using it, dead easy to use. And this is Wink. I'm going to Windrops and I've got 46,000. That's the ones I've just bought just now. This is the ones that are frozen just now, 34,976. So I'm going to go up to 35 million. When I freeze that, confirm it. So I'm up to 35 million. So I started at 30 million and now up to 35 million. And I can still see Wink going up in price. It's not obviously just now. So I've got 35 million, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So, which is worth 6,118. So obviously I'm just holding long term. It was a mistake on my part. I had $17,000 worth at first. Big mistake on my part. Sold XRP in the hopes to get more XRP. I thought Win token was going to go up. Then they discontinued the BTC pairing with it on Binance. But for the long term, I still think it looks good long term. And I'm not trying to convince myself I genuinely do think that. So I'll just hold it long term just now. So that's what I'm staking at the moment. And thanks for the reminder there. That was good to do that. David D. Hay, and also late. BTC dragging us around again. Yeah, plus some more BNB on the dip. Easy couple of percentage points here. Yeah, I think so. BNB looking really good actually. But Bitcoin still going down. 8590, it has to bounce from here. Else we're scuppered. But we'll have a look at BNB. Just now that you mention it, was at 243,000. Come down to 241. Did get up to 247. Crossed over in the daily, which is good. I still think we'll go up to the all-time high for BNB. They're just coming out with more and more things. I know the kind of Binance.us, but it's not had that much of an impact. Binance.us. So I still think it's a good time to buy BNB as well. For the long term. I wouldn't say for the next kind of couple of days, but for the long term, yeah. Not just for trading. Chris Camus, sorry for making you do all that research. It was highly promoted by some YouTubers when IEO was on. Not a problem at all. I like doing the research. That's part of what I love. That's why I love crypto, is doing the research. Mark Ennis is in the house. Welcome to you, mate. Good to see you here, buddy. G-Slick, what's a good price to buy LTC? Now would be a good time to buy LTC, I would say. Unless Bitcoin falls big time. So we're near the bottom for LTC. Not the all-time low. But we're close to the bottom again. We'll see LTC USD. Have a look at that. I know that's what a lot of people go on. $58 is really good. Will it come back down to about $22 it was? Will it come back down to that price? I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure it's going to come back down to that price, although it's coming down just now on a daily. It's dropping just now. Obviously that's because of the Bitcoin price falling as well. So a lot of people still not getting their heads around how that works about the LTC. This is why I don't look at the USD price of kind of altcoins. So if Bitcoin was to kind of fall 50%, the price of Litecoin would fall 50% as well, literally overnight, without kind of selling any Bitcoin or doing anything with Bitcoin or nobody trading Bitcoin. The price of Litecoin would come down automatically. Sorry, not trading Bitcoin, but trading Litecoin. But the price would come down automatically by 50%. Which would be $28, $29 automatically overnight. So this is why I don't look at the USD value, because it's really based on the BTC value. This is why it's good to look at the Satoshi value and see where it's at. So it's coming down again, so it could be a good opportunity to buy just now, but I would wait. If you're looking to get in for an entry price, then I would wait just now. This is not financial advice. Do your own research and all that. Put your big boy pants on, big girl pants on, not your dad and all that stuff. But I would wait. That's what I would do. I would wait and see what's going to happen with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin falls big time, you're almost guaranteed that Litecoin and Ethereum is going to fall big time in Satoshi value as well. I'm not talking about dollar value, because that's obvious it's going to fall in dollar value. But in Satoshi value, it's probably going to come down and you'll probably get even cheaper. But Litecoin, I still think is good for the long term. I think it'll get back over $100 again. Not just based on the Bitcoin price, but I think this will go back up again. We're seeing it around about here. It's kind of playing the same scenario around about here, where it was 779,000 and it did jump up 143% to 1.9 million. So I think good price for Litecoin. But if you're looking for an entry, I would wait just now. David D, Coin Paprika seems to be way off this. Yeah, it does. I usually use it something as way wrong. There is Coin Paprika used to be really good, and I used it here on the show before, but I'm not trusting it just now, particularly when I'm looking at the charts on the CoinTrader Pro. It doesn't seem to be telling the right price. I've seen that yesterday when I was looking at Digitex. IOTA having a pump. Is it? IOTA. It's gone up a wee bit. We 6% are there. Trying to get back up over the daily. It's coming up with its all-time low though. It's still near or close to its all-time low, 2,155. So it's went up 30% since its all-time low. But it's been at 354. Smash the legs, thanks very much. Theta and T-Fuel. I did have high hopes for them for a short-term play. Theta, Bitcoin, we'll just look at that. All-time low again, or coming up as all-time low. 917 and 1017. Not crossed over in the daily yet. Looking to cross over 4 hourly. You've got a crossover there. So Theta is another one that could jump up. You can see there from 1044, jumped up 30%. So it does have its jumps and its moments. Just having a wee look, just see if there's any chart patterns that's obvious. Just have a look on the weekly. I'm starting to like more and more the weekly charts just now. Yeah, big, huge jumps there of 300%. But we're looking, probably this is a support area, so this could really be a good time to buy Theta. Because you're in the support area just now. It has gone down to as low as 894. So if you're looking to kind of buy for the long term, and possibly get a kind of big jump up in the short term, and short term being up to 3-4 months as well, and not day trading but short term, you could go in, buy just now, put a stop loss in around about the 870 level. No financial advice again, 870 level, and put a sell order in at maybe 4,800. So you're going to get a 350% gain there. If you're willing to wait, most people are not going to be patient. So you're getting that kind of W effect. And with this on the weekly, and when would we due? So we had this period, and we'll just look at the period. We're at 39, 273 days. So probably due a jump just now actually, if you believe in the kind of patterns and cycles. So for Theta we're probably due a kind of couple 100% jump. T-Fuel, that's not going to do much on the weekend, the weekly. So 37 just now. I've recommended this at 40, I believe. 40, and we'll see, it will just come down for T-Fuel. Yeah, so it's near its all-time low, around about 34 level. But I've recommended this. Volume, it's slightly picking up. Just slightly picking up over the last month or two. It come back down probably since the beginning of November, end of October. So we need more volume in there. And really kind of depends on what's happening with kind of Bitcoin price as well. What time are we on? We're good. When you're that far underwater on Wink, it's best to stake or just accept the beatdown and tax harvest the loss. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Crypto Knowledge Alliance, our very own Jimbo's joined us. Sorry for joining late. Good morning all. IOTA now has leverage trading. Excellent. Honest Crypto Journey may have been because of the type of pension I'm trying to transfer, apparently different regulations and red tape based on pension type. Ah, right, I'm with you. So if it's a drawdown pension, they've got different rules for drawdown pensions as well. But I don't know the other types as well. But obviously that's kind of what happened. I hope it gets sorted out. So it's good that the price of Bitcoin has gone down for you. Remember Ethereum as well. You can buy Ethereum now as well, Stuart. And I don't think they do the XRP just now on HL, but you can buy Ethereum on HL as well. And I think that's a good one to look at as well. We haven't Skidmore. Steve, any chance a quick look at NKN just in at 335 for a short-term trade? NKN, BTC. This is on the daily. We'll go down to the 4-hourly because it's just not long gone on. Right, so it's crossed over in the 4-hourly. So what price did you get in? Where are you? 335. 335. It's at 335 just now. You've got two red candles there on the 4-hourly, which is not a good sign. We'll look at it on there. We'll go down even further. So it's looking if it's going to drop, if I'm being honest. It looks as if it's going to drop. So hopefully you've got a stop loss in place, I would imagine. If you've got in at 335 just now. Stop loss of probably around about, yeah, the 5% level, and that would be a good level to put your stop loss at. Round about the 318 level. So it could bounce, come up the 50 EMA. That's on the hourly though. It doesn't tend to follow that kind of pattern on the hourly. But it's jumped up already. You've got the recency effect that could come into play from the 9th of November and bounce back up from here and shoot up again to possibly give you a 16%er. Because that's the closing price, the wick price obviously 29%. But yeah, definitely put your stop loss in. I'd probably put the stop loss in, maybe not at 5%, maybe just kind of do a 3% stop loss. Yeah, maybe do a 3% stop loss to 323 or something like that, just so you're only losing 3%, not the full 5%. But this could bounce off the 50 MA and bounce back up. But it's not looking like it at the moment. It's not looking like it. Could bounce off 330 on the 4 hour and kind of go back up. Yeah, I'd say you're relatively okay just now. Relatively okay. But if I was looking at that as an entry price, I wouldn't be going in at this kind of price just now, but you're in just now, so this could bounce back up. I can understand why people are getting out of crypto. Overall, markets are really boring. If you get a short pump, it's guaranteed to drop, meaning it might suit day traders, but for normal Joe public, no. I think you're right there as well. A lot of people just are getting bored with crypto just now. It was really exciting. There was a whole kind of year where it was just really exciting every single day. There was always something going on. There was always something pumping. There was always some news coming out, usually to the upside as well. But now it is getting boring for a lot of people. I still find it fascinating because there's so many things. So you can look for the hidden gems. You can look for the day trading opportunities. I'm trying out new systems for the day trading as well. So it's still exciting to me. Always will be probably. Because I love numbers as well, but it's not just about numbers. People want to make money as well, but it's about managing your losses and kind of running on your gains as well. And sometimes you do big F-ups like I've done with kind of Wink just now, but that happens as long as you learn from it. Josh, you can then freeze the TRX and generate BTT. You can, yep. One Southside player, crypto smash the likes. Thank you very much, mate. Thanks, Steve. Have a good one. You as well, mate. God boy, do still earn gas with Neo. Isn't gas a decent price? It is. It's an okay price just now, and you do still earn gas. If you've got the Neo wallet. IOTA owner sold all his IOTA coins. A co-founder of IOTA. I didn't know that. David D, thanks, Steve. Appreciate what you do. Catch up later. Cheers, mate. Thanks for joining us. Mervyn Skidmore. Yeah, stop at 320. Thanks, Steve. Pleasure, mate. Mervyn. On his crypto journey, yeah, I was thinking about putting 20% of the SIP into the ETH with the dividend on a DeFi adapts. Exactly what I was thinking, Stuart, as well. Predominantly done on Ethereum platforms. Seems like a good possibility for future growth. I'm expecting Ethereum to be maybe in a couple of years' time, $2,000 for a couple of years. So you're talking 20x from there, and that would be a good. If you got $10,000 and you get up to $200,000, I think that'd be quite good. I'm trying to maintain my mojo with staking coins, Cosmos, Decred, and ADA. Excellent. Excellent. So I think once you're seeing, and there's a psychology behind staking as well, if you're seeing, especially if you're getting it every single day, which is what I'm doing with Wink, because I'm seeing a difference every single day and I'm getting $12 per day for really doing nothing, but I've lost obviously money as well. But once that comes back up, then will I still stake? If it went up to worth $17,000, would I still stake? If there was prospects there, yeah, I probably would keep on staking Wink tokens. What's the next move for Bitcoin? So we'll just see what it is just now. So we said that at the very beginning, what the next move was. Right, it's still bouncing off this. It doesn't like to go from this. So it's closed on the daily. Oh no, it's not. That's a 4 hour, sorry. I thought closed on the daily. When does a daily start actually? What time does a daily start? I don't know what time the daily starts, right? We should be able to work out from the 12 hourly. That starts at midnight, closes at 12. So it must be midnight my time as well, this trading view, because I've got different time zones. So I wonder if it's got another 12 hours to go. I don't know if the time zone's changed on that, can't remember. But if it stays above 8,600, that's the level we want to bounce off of. And it's done it a couple of times. 1, 2, 3. This is the 5th time. Usually when it knocks on the door of a particular price, it'll usually break through that, whether it be to the upside or to the downside. In this case, it's to the downside. This is why 8,600 is such a kind of a pivotal price for Bitcoin at the moment. If it falls below that and closes on the daily, then we're going down There's no doubt about it that we're going to go down. There's nothing really stopping it to go down to 8,100, 8,000 level, 8,000 being a psychological barrier, 8,200, 8,100-ish being a TA level, meaning that there's kind of form there to kind of close at that price. But is that 8,600 level is really pivotal at the moment. So it's tried to do a couple of times, not managed to do it so far. So if we don't bounce this time and bounce hard, then we're probably going to fall down to below 8,600 and go on our way down to 8,200, then 8,000, then 7,600. It's looking that way at the moment, but we just need to wait and see. You never know in crypto, especially with Bitcoin as well. Got about $12 a day with current exchange rate. It's pretty decent. It is. That's why I'm not really worried about it. So I know when it comes up, if Bitcoin doubles in price, then that 6,000 obviously goes up to 12,000. And if I'm still staking, the $12 will go up to $24 because it'll still be the same staking amount as well. So yeah, it's not that bad. Honest Crypto Johnny, thanks Steve, great content as always. Cheers mate. Sam and Ash, I love the way how Litecoin moves with Bitcoin. Yeah. Chris Camus, I'm in the UK. Or 1 AM in the UK. Oh, is it 1 AM in the UK? That's what you're talking about, the kind of change, right? This 1 AM in the UK. So we've still got another kind of 13, 12 hours or something, more than that. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. I didn't get to the news very quickly. I'll just go over the news headlines. Cardano is vastly superior to EOS, White's crypto ratings. So I need to look at the White's crypto ratings. So it's saying it's vastly superior to EOS. So look at that possibly tomorrow. Crypto spending will open floodgates, pushing Bitcoin price 30x in 4 years and into the millions, says billionaire Tim Draper. So this is Tim Draper. We all know Tim Draper. He's saying it's going to go up into the millions of dollars. Binance CZ speaks publicly about China's digital currency. So they're talking about digital currency in the Block Show Asia 2019 talk. And he's talking about the renminbi and what's going to happen with that possibly. And President Xi Jinping called for the country to accelerate its adoption of blockchain technologies. So we spoke about yesterday how China is leading the kind of way for blockchain and cryptocurrencies, I would say. And it looks to be could take over the dollar as the dominant currency in the world if it's smart enough. Travel company allows customers to book flights with Bitcoin. Alternative Airlines, a travel company based in the United Kingdom, has partnered with cryptocurrency service Utrust to facilitate payments with crypto. Good for Utrust and good for airlines as well, or that airline. Crypto.com launches new exchange and top 10 spot within 5 years. So Hong Kong-based cryptocurrency platform Crypto.com announced the launch of its cryptocurrency exchange on November the 14th. 9 cryptocurrencies supported, building influence through an exchange, so they're trying to do more and more. Crypto.com looks a brilliant coin. I've been saying this for ages, for months. Crypto.com looks brilliant. MCO. It's only 67 million market cap. This is $1 billion market capper for MCO. What's it been before? It has been as high as 224 million, 67 million just now. I think this is going to be a huge player, MCO. Okay, I'll leave it there just now. Thank you very much for joining me. I really appreciate kind of coffee and crypto today. And I'll speak to you tomorrow, same time, same place. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.
Here's to the crazy ones, the misfits, the rebels, the troublemakers, the round pegs in the square holes, the ones who see things differently. They're not fond of rules, and they have no respect for the status quo. You can quote them, disagree with them, glorify or vilify them. About the only thing you can't do is ignore them. Because they change things. They push the human race forward. While some may see them as the crazy ones, we see genius. Because the people who are crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones who do.